Oh, that was lame.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John.
I'm Matt.
I'm Jesse. And we are the Brothers Dimm.
Woo!
We struck a stupid pose and they cheer.
Let's try it again. In 3, 2, 1, stupid pose.
Woo! Rock star, wrestler, I went through that. Oh, right. Not an art history crowd. Good to know. All right. Tell the story.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brothers Dimm Action Fairy Tale Theater production of The Sword in the Stone.
Woo!
Well, we wrote out our welcome on that one.
Definitely wearing out the cheering.
All right, who's going to be right? 2, 3,
Got it!
no, I get to stand around and tell the story. And so, we're going to tell you a story. A story that we're going to make up as we go along. Feel free to participate. We might need your help. Especially if one of you has a PhD.
Don't need that guy's help.
What about security?
Oh, I'm supposed to ask about it. All right.
Props?
Show in a box.
We've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, so as all begin.
Why?
Those are from his other job. As all true fairy tales begin, once upon a time,
In a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, I'm gonna whine and cry through 3 whole movies and ruin a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
he's gonna ruin the rest.
Amen.
May I continue now?
Sure.
Once upon a time, all of England was in chaos.
Well, you're gonna regret saying that.
Chaos!
Needs more cowbell.
And the chaos slowed to a crawl.
Chaos needs some cardio.
And so, out of this chaos arose one man. A great man, a strong man, a man's man, a lady's man.
Easy, folks.
You gotta keep your like a kitchen door, folks. So, but they got it. And so, this man's name was Uther Pendragon.
Woo!
Back to the cheer.
It's your birthday! Go, Luther! It's your birthday!
Such a hell man. And so, Uther was of course advised by his friend, companion, mentor, the wise and powerful Merlin. Who was of course the love child of ZZ Top and the roaming gnome.
Prosperous!
And so, Merlin gave to Uther Pendragon the magical sword Excalibur. Give him your...
Da-da-da.
No, just stick a prop. I almost walked into something bad there. Something, anything.
Magic! Alright. Well, now listen. Magic sword.
Brum-ba-dum.
It's so magical because you have to imagine it into existence.
It's not working.
Realize that?
Are you trying to get sight beyond sight or something there?
Indeed.
And with the mighty magical sword Excalibur, Uther was able to slay all of his enemies. I like making him change costumes as often as possible. Yes, the mighty Lord Plunger.
I just came to fix the toilet.
Start with the privies down there. Anyway,
It feels kind of neat.
you need to stop right there. Not NC-17.
On my chest.
That's where you were starting. And so, Uther slayed all of his enemies. He united the kingdom as one and was crowned king
Woo!
of all England.
Hail King!
Okay, Little John.
Even the kids are doing this. Right, give him a crown.
Oh, all right.
Uther was a pretty princess. King of all England, but having defeated all of his enemies, united the kingdom, he had but one thing left to do. The lamentation of the Really? Yes, he must find a wife, because every king must have an heir, and in order to get a son, you generally need a wife. Not so much the case in Oklahoma, but... Oh, it's snowing. It finally died. So Uther went out through the kingdom looking for the most beautiful lady in all the land. Because he was king, he could have the hottest one he could find. I like the good Harry. Come on, Harry! Ha-ha! You're also cut off, sir.
How do you know that about him?
And so Uther went forth. He surveyed, he interviewed, he asked questions, he looked for just the right lady. That's right, he even tried ChristianMingle.com. Harmony, even his old high school girlfriends he looked up on Facebook who were in unhappy relationships. That's how he rolls. It's funny because it's true. And he finally found the perfect woman. Yes, the beautiful, the lovely Lady Grey.
Yep.
Woo!
3.5 minutes for that costume change.
The brothers Dimm, bringing sexy back since never. Yes, the beautiful Lady Grey. They fell in love. They were wed. They adored one another. That show happens afterwards for $50. And so, they did what married couples do.
No, they did not.
I was talking about ignoring each other, not communicating, not finishing the chores you said you would.
Oh, right. You didn't do the dishes and you hate my mother.
Everyone hates your mother.
It's your mother, too.
I don't know her. And so, one day, the Lady Igraine brought joyful news to her husband. Joyful news! It's
Awkward.
Family show.
How do you think families get started?
Yes, the Lady Igraine was with child. And 9 months later, they were... Interception! I like the show It reminds you of your own infancy.
Yes, it does.
Very good then. Dropped on his head, off dead.
Why hast thou
And they named the child.
I'm going to call it Arthur after your mother.
I'm going to call it Ward after yours. But being a new mother isn't easy, and Igraine grew tired and restless.
So tired, so restless,
What to do?
so tired of caring for this child. Oh no, I rather like the feeding part. I mean, here! Hold your son! Woman, to go play bingo!
Insert casino sponsorship joke here. And so, Uther tried to take care of the child, but realized being a new king, a new father, and a new husband was just way too much for any man to handle. But luckily, in a cloud of smoke, his advisor Merlin appeared.
Aha! Right, cloud of smoke.
And Merlin took the child,
Give me the baby. Mine.
and he entered the child into protective services.
Costuming malfunction. Right. Little Arthur, welcome to the Oklahoma Department of Human Services Child Services Division.
And yes, they placed the baby Arthur with the director, who was known to be a decent fellow, after another slight fall on the head. And so, Uther, having been removed of all responsibility, went out to find someone else to kill. Whoa, whoa!
Aha!
The riding from night. I took riding and Uther was defeated. Whoa, 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 come on, your aim is not that good. And as you were dying, the wizard Merlin appeared. Because he couldn't just leave that sword behind, it's too... No, really?
I'm just grabbing stuff and putting it on my face.
OG Peter Pan!
Protect ye have confessed for friar, sir.
Aha! Give me the sword.
And he pried Excalibur from Uther's cold, dead hand.
We let go of it.
And finally, the NRA was defeated. And Uther's body disappeared. It was almost awesome. And Uther took the sword forth. He went to London, found a great churchyard in which there was a giant stone.
I, Merlin, come to London to find a churchyard with 2 giant stones in it.
And he found the stone, and he raised the sword on high. Plunging it into the rock, he said the magic words.
Man, those things are huge. The magic words. He told me that's how he picked her up the first time. She's like magic words. Whosoever pulls this sword from this stone, singular, is rightwise king of all England. You can just hold it, I'm not. He can totally take, actually you can take me, so. I'm appearing in a cloud of dust.
2 years passed, and with no king to unite the land, once again, all of England was chaos.
Interpretive dance.
Beautiful.
Moving on. And after many years of this chaos, the knights, the kings, the lords, the petty landowners got together and said, this is no way to run a country.
This is no way to run a country.
Our Congress could learn something from them. And you, apparently.
And thus the first trooper was born.
somebody give him a dollar.
Plus, the people on stage were allowed to do their show. Thank you. And so, they decided we should have a great tournament.
Oh, I got an idea, I got an idea.
What's that?
Let's have a great tournament.
Woo!
Or even a mediocre tournament.
That's about what we're likely to get.
Right.
Excellent.
Yes, all the lords of the knights, they came together. They would fight for the right to draw and draw the sword from the stone and be king. And coming to this tournament was Sir Kay.
I am Sir Kay.
Kay, Sir Kay. Kay.
Sorry. I'm Sir Kay.
And yes, with Sir Kay came his younger foster brother and squire, the child Arthur.
Woo!
It still works, all right. But Arthur was Sir Kay's squire and had to do everything that Sir Kay told him.
Squire Wart, polish my armor.
More cowbell.
Squire Wart,
Yes.
polish my sword.
What?
Oh!
Move it on.
Oh!
And they were at the tournament, and eventually Sir Kay was called to enter the lists.
What?
The battleground. You get to play.
Oh,
The ring,
I thought I
the
was signing up
octagon.
for something. I was, right, haha! The what? The octagon?
Hell in the cells, something. Just get out there and fight.
Right, you! Marcus of Queensberry rules. Stand and fight me like a man. Back off!
And his opponent was not a small guy in glasses with a big foam sword. As he entered the list, Sir Kay realized he was missing something. Two things. One of them was a sense of dignity.
I also have no sword!
Sounds like a personal problem.
I need a sword! I need a big, long, shiny sword!
He called for his squire.
Squire! Wart, find me a sword. A big, long, shiny sword.
And Arthur, being used to such requests from his brothers, went forth.
Oh!
Thank you and good night.
Yeah!
I think it's his way of saying, here, now you can beat up my big brother.
Tag in, man.
And thus history was rewritten by a child from the future.
And finally came to the churchyard with the stone, in which was a sword. And he pulled that sword from the stone, and he rushed it to his brother Sir Kay, who took that sword into the list and defeated his enemy.
Looky! The brilliance of fight choreography.
Don't try this at home, we're trained professionals.
Obviously.
Behold the power of cheese.
And so, against all the odds, Sir Kay was victorious.
Yay! I am victorious!
It was about that time that someone in the crowd noticed what sword he was holding, and they cried out, Sir Kay has Excalibur.
Sir Kay has Excalibur.
And someone else cried out, Sir Kay has Excalibur.
Sir Kay has Excalibur!
And everyone cried out,
Sir Kay has Excalibur!
I, Sir Kay, have Excalibur! And that means I am the king!
And so, it was about this time that once again the wizard Merlin appeared. My lady, the brothers Dimm need your assistance.
It'll only take about 5
Woo! Do it!
It won't even take that long.
Oh!
Moving on. As I said, the wizard Merlin appeared.
The wizard Merlin shaved his beard.
The wizard Merlin appeared.
John, not any better.
What?
Look, not.
Whoa! I thought we were in France there for a second. Never mind, my lady. I'll just do it myself. Thank you.
Chaka Khan. Oh, Merlin!
Where did you get that sword?
Well, of course, I pulled it from the stone.
You're a liar.
Okay.
Where did you get that sword?
Arthur brought it to me, so I guess he pulled it from the stone. Here.
Hearing that news, the crowd went absolutely bananas.
Bananas!
No, not everyone was satisfied with this.
I am not satisfied with this.
Neither is your wife.
Oh!
And so, the lords cried out that the sword must be returned to the stone. Singular.
Return the sword to the stone. Singular.
So that every lord and knight might try their hand at pulling the sword out. Because once you've gotten something out of that hole, it's loosened right up.
Bazinga!
I come to draw the sword from the stone.
Yarr!
Arr!
Scurvy and batten down the hatches and all that. Get away from me, you freak me out, kid. I'm in a rampage.
Insert poop deck joke here.
She's pulling back. I can't do it hard. Time for a fish and chip.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Spider-Man!
Even Tobey Maguire.
I don't care, it doesn't matter.
But like everything else,
Spider-Man! Spider-Man!
and so, finally, tired of waiting, tired, desperate for a king, someone in the crowd cried out, "Let the boy die."
Let the boy die!
And someone else cried out,
Let the boy die.
and everyone cried out,
Let the boy try!
and so he did.
Alright, head, do that.
He threw the sword
That was success.
down, held it aloft, and all knew that he was rightful king of all England. All right, now that I'm king, I need a crown. You want a crown? I demand a crown. Oh, you demand a crown? I absolutely demand a crown. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen?
Give him the crown!
Give him a crown!
That'll work. And they all live
Happily ever after! Woo! Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe.
I'm Matt. And we are the Brothers Dimm.
Woo!
My lords and ladies, if you've enjoyed our show, now is your opportunity to show us just how much. As I and my brothers come out amongst you with hats in hand, I think you probably understand what that means. So, please, this is an audience participation show. It's the strongest part where you get to participate.